So while Amalgamous Prime isn't technically a parts former, I'm going to warn you that his pieces can fall off easily while you try to transform him. In some cases, I'm actually just going to take them off to begin with and deal with them later. And so the first thing we're going to do is actually take off his head. Next, we'll just open up his arms like I did and lift up his torso almost 180 degrees. You'll push this part in to his empty cavity in his chest. That's where his head's going to go back in. So let's just leave that for a moment. And you can push this part out from underneath because it's a little bit tight, at least on mine. And then we're just going to open up these two tabs like so. So we can lift this part up, which is going to hide away also into the cavity of his torso. And then you see this little part right here. You're going to lift it up, but don't push it all the way in because you are going to need it towards the end. Now, what I like to do is just put the head back in, since we're not really going to touch this part again. Once it's tabbed in, just push it as far as it goes inside, and you can pretty much forget about it. Now we'll just swivel at the hips 180 degrees, and then you have to fold in this part. Now here's where it gets a little bit tricky. You've got to rotate the legs back and fold back the legs. So you kind of do it together. So rotate the legs and then fold that foot back. And then what we're going to do is push the whole thing right up like I'm doing here. My guy's really tight, so it takes a little bit of effort. And then you see there's a tab right here. You're just going to push it into the tabs that we opened up before. We're going to do the same thing here. And you see that tab. We're just going to push it right in. You can leave these legs a little open like that because we're going to need them open in a bit. As for the legs, you see this tab right here. It fits in right there into that tab that we folded down before, and there it goes, fell off. You can see right here the tab, you just gotta line it up. Might as well put the leg back in, but you really don't need to right now. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So open up the legs if they're not already opened, and swivel this down so that you can tab the back leg into that flap. You can open up the front legs if you want. I leave them straight for now. And that's pretty much the transformation. You're going to take this scythe now. Usually it's open, so I'm just going to open and close it like I just did. You see that tab? So that part from before, which I said leave out a bit, you're going to use it now to tab in the weapon. And then the back part is going to fit in a little space in the feet that once you close up, it's nice and tight. You kind of straighten it out if you can. And that's it. He's transformed.